Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to your Daily Tarot. Hopefully there's a healing message for your soul to come through. This one's for Wednesday, September 18th. I hope you guys are doing well after the full moon. Oh, I'm doing this the day before, so I'm still in it. It hasn't gone exactly full yet, and man, I'm feeling it. Okay. For tomorrow, Wednesday, September 18th. Right there. Oop, okay. Big change. I could go for that. Queen of Swords reversed. No, I don't want her around. Not reversed. And the King of Swords. Okay, so this is an interesting combination. When it comes to the Queen of Swords is the theme for the day. When she comes through reversed, we do have to be careful about being kind of crabby, kind of, I know it's not the Queen of Cups reversed, which would be related to crabbiness, like me sometimes. But this is, there's another word that I'm thinking that I probably shouldn't say because it's a little bit of a cussy word, but, starts with the B and ends with a Y. So if somebody is in your vicinity today that is, I'll just say the nice way, kind of crabby, take it with a grain of salt. It would be somebody who is going through something, big change. This could be death and rebirth, but the rebirthing hasn't happened yet. And the mental clarity will come through later. Like here, there's some confusion around what's really going on, and maybe this has to do with someone that you know. But later on in the evening, I would think that, the fairness and equality and the level-headedness will come through. So with the Death Rebirth card, sometimes this card can be, it's my card for transformation. It's ruled by Scorpio, so I'm always thinking of transformation, but it can sometimes be a transition that's not a painful ending, but it's just something you have to get through. Like I've gotten this card every time I was moving house. And it's like, I'm closing up one area of my, your living quarters. It doesn't get more powerful than that. Packing everything up and moving somewhere else and then unpacking. That's big change. And it's also a transition, but it is life-changing. So we can look at this as being a new beginning. Death, rebirth is kind of something we throw around, and we've said it for so many times, or said it for so long, so many times, it might feel a little like it goes in one ear and out the other, because you know how it is, right? That's just normal. But when you think of it in terms of endings and beginnings and changes, then maybe it takes on a little, a different term, or different, takes on a little, maybe take it in a different way. Let me know how you guys feel about that. It's also a card that has to do with power. We're talking Scorpio. It's also a card that has to do with, because Scorpio, sexual reproduction and all of that. So this could definitely have to do with how awful it feels on and off to go through menopause. But at the end of, the process, just keep holding in mind that, if this is what's going on, whether you're perimenopausal, going through it, or postmenopausal, we all have, hormonal changes. And that's true for men as well. But when it comes down to it, what helps is to come inside the place where you have clear thinking, where your mental processes are working well. If you're having trouble in one area, focusing on something, and it's just not happening, it's not working, then unless it's something you absolutely have to do, But what can be a gateway into getting that clarity is to work on something that is easy, that gets your mind stimulated, that gets you out of the hormonal shift or the ending that's happening that has you in a place of well, feeling just over emotional and maybe bitter. Maybe that's a better word than the other B word I was thinking of. Or especially if somebody's being kind of cruel to you. But we can't control anyone else. All we can do is either get away from them if they're being mean, or we can control ourselves and how we respond to them. So, but on some level, this could be the end to somebody who's been cruel and ruthless in your life. You're just not having it anymore, and it's a painful ending and feels like a loss, and how sad, because it never needed to be that way. But then later on, the clarity comes through, and maybe this is because this person is no longer around you because you set a really, really strong boundary, which is number one, bottom line, must do for all empaths. So if you're clairsentient and all of your chakras are open and you go around like that in your daily life most of the time, boundaries are really important. So you always want to go for the love, of course. So yeah, and then but bottom line again with that King of Swords, I just have to end with look for the truth. Look for your truth within you. Claim your authority. Claim your power. And all of this other stuff will just kind of fall by the wayside. So maybe you're dealing with today with, some things that happened during the full moon that didn't need to, but people do things, say things that they shouldn't, and we're kind of left with, whoa. Well, you can see it politically, right? So yeah, words are powerful, very powerful. I mean, it's interesting to have both the Queen and King of Swords and then this big transformational ending and beginning here with the Death card. So, and then again, maybe some past life awareness came through in dream time. There's that very real possibility, especially with the full moon lunar eclipse. Even though it's a partial eclipse, it was at 25 degrees of Pisces, and that is very powerful. But this morning, the moon, waking up, the moon would be in Aries, so there'll be that moving forward. But boy, don't skip over any details you got about a past life that you might be clearing out of your consciousness. It has to bubble up and come into your consciousness before you can figure out, okay, well, what were the false beliefs in that past life, and how are they still playing out in this lifetime? Those are always the questions. So, yeah. Okay. Well, take good care. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.